Hi, this is a different kind of video. You've already seen the card, and what you may not have seen is I have had a lot of emails asking all kinds of questions about the card. First, I've had a lot of questions about getting the dies, because the dies did sell out fairly quickly, and you may think they sold out quickly in the United States, but in Europe they sold out like in 2 days. So we had a little bit more time here to get them, but you can no longer get them. And I don't have any secret way to get them. And as demonstrators, we can't sell our used things for a certain amount of time. And I can't remember for Celebration how long of a time period that is. And I'm not even sure with these because it's Celebration coordination. So there's always a different time period. And because this is a brand new thing, but I only have 1 set. So I've had so many people ask me, can I buy your dies, that there would be no possible way for there to be a fair way for me to do it. So I'm not even sure what I will do with them because I only have the 1 set. So I have those. I've had a lot of questions about that. Then I've also had a lot of questions about how I made my spring. And I did not include it in my video. The ladies that came to camp, they made the spring. It's not hard at all to do, but it would be fiddly for me to put in a video, so I chose not to include it in my video, partly because it all is Stampin' Up! Materials, everything on it, except one thing was retired a very, very long time ago, and it was just something I hadn't thrown out, and that was the wire. So I don't know for sure what gauge it was, but everything else was in the current catalog. But I would have to have either my husband or my daughter or one of my co-demonstrators here to help me film it, because it's kind of fiddly, and it's not something that if I put it down here, all I would get is a ton of thumbs down and a ton of people then asking me more questions, which is fine. I don't mind answering questions, but I have better things to do than just answer a lot of questions from people who frankly aren't my customers. So I've tried to come up with a solution. So here's what I'm going to do for just a limited time, and the information will all be on my website, and I will put the link down below this video so you can look at it. I will have a little 2-in-1 offer for you. So if you didn't get the dies and you want to make cards with the dies, so that would assume that you have the set, because you will need the set and you will need a Stamparatus, and all the details will be over in my blog. And if you get this little kit that I'm going to put together, you will have another video that's better than this, and I will get somebody to help me film this. So included in it will be 15 sets of the dies pre-cut, because we can't sell, demonstrators can't sell pre-stamped images, but we can sell pre-punched and pre-cut out dies. So I will run through all of the dies like this, so you'll get 15 sheets of all these, which would allow you to make 15 cards if you put every last image on the card, which you wouldn't. So that'll be a whole lot of cards, because on this card that I made, there's only 1 frog. The rest of them are just stamped, and one butterfly. And then I will run through various 15 assortments of lily pads and lilies in purples and greens. Because obviously I wouldn't know every color that you'd ever make, but I figure purples and greens will cover you. Maybe a couple of yellow flowers as well. But then you will need the Stamparatus, because these are not see-through stamps. So you will get a little bit more better tutorial of how to set this all up. But I'm just going to show you. If they were clear, it would be a little bit simpler, but they're not photopolymer and they're red rubber. So all you'll have to do is take the things I'll send you, and whichever one you're going to work with, you can see I'm not going to stamp him, but you'll just stamp them with whatever color you want. I'm using black, so you'll just be able to see it a little better, and I just got it on my hands. Start the day fresh with some black ink on my hands. So you'll just line it all up with the instructions that you get, and then you'll just stamp them on here. And you know it's the Stamparatus, so if you don't get it right, you're not going to be wasting them, because oh, I've got it, black ink all over me everywhere. And there you go. Even your little tiny flies, one of them stuck over here. Here, this is what I will do. I'll pop them out like this. So see, they'll be perfect. It's actually an easier process than stamping them first, and sending them through the Big Shot, because you know sometimes your Big Shot moves on you. And this gets them right every time. So you will need the Stamparatus, but you know the good news is if you don't have the frogs and you really wanted to make this card, but then you saw, oh, the frog dies were sold out and you gave up, here's one of the teeny tiny little flies. So even those you can get and stamp them this way. So it's, I will show you in the video, those of you who purchased the little kit, and it will be shipping included. And unfortunately, it's only, this offer is only available to those of you in the US because of shipping. And then I will send you one pre-made little spring. So you'll get one of these pre-made, and then I will have the instructions in the private video of how to do this and how to make this. And I'm only going to do this for like 10 days once this video goes up. So there'll be a limit because I'm not going to be cutting these and sending these forever. So there'll be a limit. And I only have so much of the gingham paper, and it is on back order again. So that's my offer, and it will save all of you, because I know I had several of you that were disappointed that you couldn't get the dies anymore. But this will help you make a lot of cards, and it may push some of you who are waiting to get the Stamparatus over the edge. But Celebration's a great time to buy it, because you can get the other free stuff if you buy your Stamparatus. And I think I have a playlist. If I don't have a playlist, I will put one together with different ways that you can use your Stamparatus. But this is a great way, especially if you could just put all of the dies that I send you and stamp them all at once and put them back in your little baggie, and your little frogs will be set, all the die pieces set to use them. And then you can always just, like a lot of them, you'll end up just used on your card stamped, because these are just stamped on here like this. So there you go. That's my offer, and hopefully that will save some of you who are so sorely disappointed. And at some point I may do the spring for all of you to see, but you know, it's not my forte, and to be honest with you, it's kind of ugly, and it's kind of, it was all just, you can buy them on Amazon. I think they're called wobbly something, but they're expensive, and they weren't worth it to me to buy on Amazon. They're wobbly somethings. If you go look on Amazon, and it's called wobbly, but they're maybe like around $20. They were way more than what I was willing to put on this card. Plus, I think they were too big to go where they needed to go for this little guy. So that's what I have for you today. So have a great day. And if you are interested, just click on the comments below, and that will take you to my website so you can find out how to purchase the little die kit. Have a great day. Bye.